thy son's command, with glowing hearts, see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. We stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Welcome to Game 1. We finally reached the promised land of baseball, the World Series, and we kick it off tonight with Game 1. Tonight, the Los Angeles Dodgers go to war with the Toronto Blue Jays. The lineups are as follows. For the Dodgers, they'll send Ohtani, Betts, Freeman, Smith, Teoscar Hernandez, Muncy, Kike Hernandez, Edman, and Pages up against Trey Yasevich. Up against Blake Snell, on the other hand, the Blue Jays send George Springer, Dave Schneider, Vladdy Jr., Bo Bichette making his postseason debut, Alejandro Kirk, Dalton Varsho, Ernie Clement, Miles Straw, and Andres Jimenez. A lot of people would say the safe bet is the Dodgers to win it all again. I really don't know. You've got a potent bat set on Toronto. The main problem for the Dodgers this year is, once again, their pitching core, specifically bullpen depth. Specifically, the lack of depth in the bullpen. How things are going to go? Who fucking knows, to be honest. I don't know if that'll be the score, Addison, or Dodgers in 5. You heard me last night. I said Blue Jays in 6. And I know earlier this afternoon, your name Tree said Blue Jays in 7 due to the whole Team of Destiny thing, comparing the 2025 Toronto Blue Jays to the 2019 Washington Nationals. Everyone remembers what happened then, right? Here's hoping I'm neither here or I or jinxing it. As we get the bird's eye view of Rogers Center, the Rogers Center, 46,000 plus have stuffed the Sky Dome for its first World Series game since Game 6 of 1993 of the World Series in '93. Ace, the Blue Jay mascot, playing to the crowd on the right, down the right field line, trying to rally them up. Yeah, but they never won. Yeah, True, Dodgers have done what the Phillies of 08 and 09 did, make it back to the World Series. But did the Phillies go back to back in 09? The answer was no. They got beat by the Yankees that year. The last time any team has won the World Series back to back was the three-peat by the Yankees from 98 to 2000. I mean, it's been pretty much a dominant postseason for Los Angeles. Swept the Reds, took down Philadelphia in 4, and basically tossed the Brewers around like a damn air hockey puck. Only one run allowed in each of the 4 games. See, yeah, Toronto, on the other hand, decimated the Yankees in 4 and basically went through a hard-fought war with the Mariners in 7. Ohtani had a performance of the ages from both sides of the ball in Game 4 in the closeout. 6 innings, 2 hits, 3 walks, 10 strikeouts, and 3 shots and homers, which attribute for all of Los Angeles' runs in Game 4 to win him league championship MVP this year. Yeah, $14 million, $500 million for Vladdy. Yeah, 442 average, 6 home runs, 12 RBIs, 140 OPS. He's only struck out 3 times. He's now tied for the most home runs in postseason history of the franchise of the Blue Jays. The key for the Jays to win, if you're going to beat the Dodgers, you got to force their starters out early. Get their starters out of there early. Keep the bats going. Show plate discipline. Stack the count. Something that Cincinnati couldn't do. Something Philadelphia didn't really do. And something that Milwaukee definitely didn't do. Bichette's been out since September with a knee sprain. Will that come into effect? His first start at second since April of 2019 when he was in the farm system in Buffalo. Blake Snell in the wild card game gave up 2 runs against the Reds in Game 1 and shut out both the Phillies in Game 2 and the Brewers in Game 3 of the league championship. It'll be the Dodgers starting aces versus Toronto's homer shot. Who gives a shit about you, Stiller? Better turn this down on both ends. Fucking retards. I don't really care for the Angel Soft program. Angel Soft bath tissue shit. And that's the shit that was the problem for the Knicks last year. Inability to defend the perimeter. I'll be right back. Let me just do something first. For those wondering, this is the main reason I'm not covering SmackDown tonight. And if it gets to a game 6, it's also the reason I won't cover SmackDown next week. But if it gets stopped before then, maybe I'll cover SmackDown next week. Maybe. In 12 previous World Series where they start on the road, the Dodgers have lost 11 of them. The only win, the 1963 World Series. Let's see if they can buck the trend tonight. Game parlay. Shohei Ohtani to get a hit. Teoscar Hernandez to get 2 total bases. And for Vladdy to get at least 1 hit. Trey Savage. At first glance, he was called up late in the year to make 3 starts. And yet you wouldn't expect that when you consider this is his 7th career start. He's 2-1 in the postseason, 4.20 ERA, and a batting average below the Mendoza line by the opposition. The problem? He's only a 3-pitch pony. 4-seamer, split finger, slider. I thought Seattle had him figured out the other night. But let's see what he does against Shohei. It'll be Ohtani, Betts, Freeman to lead off. Then you got Smith, Teoscar Hernandez, and Muncy. And it's Kike in left, Edman in second, Pages in center, or at the bottom. I wouldn't give for something to pop my neck right now. I'm going to crack my neck a bit right now. This postseason, 220 average, 5 homers, 9 RBIs for Shohei. He had 55, 102, and a 282 average. It's during the regular season. Bit of a downgrade when you consider his 50-50 season last year. 50 homers, 50 stolen bases. And the fans are booing him in force here in Toronto. Can't blame him, to be honest. Opening pitch is a slider that goes to four-seamer that misses its mark. Ball 1. Last 4 play appearances, 3 homers and a walk for Ohtani. 1-0 pitch. Catches the corner, 1-1. A lot of fans chanting, "Let's go Blue Jays" here, and I can't blame them. I mean, we are in Toronto, for fuck's sake. Ripped down the left field line, but it's going to go foul. Yeah, that's going to be tricky for these Dodgers to hit. That ceiling release split finger drop from Yasevich. I really hate the Mets to face that next year. And again, he keeps throwing the heaters. 2-2. Dodgers in dark blue. Blue Jays in light blue. Why not just give them their red? I don't know. 2-2 Ohtani. Got him swinging. Caught him with the split finger. Got him with the split finger pitch. Well, with a four-seamer again, Betts just takes it low. Ball 1. In the dirt, 2-0. Swing and a miss. Chase the slider, 2-1. Betts in his postseason career, 263, 8 homers, 40 RBIs. 2-2, another slider. Checked his swing, full count. Hello, Daniel Barry. Wish you weren't such a nutnik. Payoff pitch. Ground ball. Jimenez, 2 out. Guerrero, 2 out. Average split finger release point is at 5.8, 5 feet 8 inches. Next closest is Gosman at 5.7 feet. But Yasevich is so tall, it's a 7-foot-1 drop, 0.1 foot drop on that split finger, to where no one can get it. Here's Freddie, MVP of last year's World Series, and he fouls off the fastball over the middle. Only 1 homer, 1 ribby this postseason. I mean, he hit 4 home runs in the postseason in the World Series last year, and he's hit 6 in each of his last 2 postseason appearances. In his last 6 homers in his last 8 postseason World Series appearances. As I mentioned, he got 4 in 12 last year, most of that off of salami in Game 1. 0-2 in the dirt, and it skips away, 1-2. Hi, Chad. Hey, use the company. Want to come in? Ground ball. Bichette scoop it up. Flip it to Guerrero. Inning over. So Yusevich gets out of there unscathed, striking out Ohtani and getting Betts and Freeman a ground out. Blue Jays coming up. If anyone wants to join the stream and shoot a little breeze with me, you can come in through here. Whatever. Do we need a reboot of this bullshit movie? Rewritten, huh? And there you see the Blue Jays batting lineup. And they're going to kick it off with the hero of Game 7 of the ALCS against Blake Snell, who's pitching to an 0.86 ERA and a batting average below 90 from opposition in this postseason. Four-seam fastball, changeup, curveball, slider. Basically, Snell's your generic pitcher. I mean, generic four-pitch pitcher. First pitch is a fastball upstairs, ball one. Springer on a redemption tour with Toronto after being exposed as one of the major players in the trash can scandal of 2017 with Houston. Liner to chopper to short. Betts scoops it up. One down. He'll play on the hop. Fire over to Freeman. One down. And here's Bo Bichette, 2 for 10 in his postseason career. But having been out since September due to a knee sprain, you got to wonder how much rust is on that bat. Upstairs, ball one. One. Doesn't bother going after the curveball over the plate. So the new album we called Rewritten. Either Wits Trapped in the Imagination Station. Fastball's popped up. Betts under it. 2 down. And this is something you don't want to do with the Dodgers. Let their pitchers get off the hook. You need to stack their count. You can stack the pitch count so you can get to the bullpen early. You can hit as many homers as you want. If you're just getting one man across the plate at a time, it's not going to matter. Let's see what Vlad can do here. First pitch. Takes a changeup, strike one. Let's see, Man Cave's busy with the Nick game, so I can't bother him to come on. 0-1 pitch. Upstairs 1-1. Two and one. Too big of a cop out. Buck and Jules reconciled this quickly, which means Witt's trapped in the imagination station. 2-1 pitch. 3-1. So Snell finds himself in a 3-1 hole. 3-1 hole. 3-1 count hole. And Bo Bichette on deck. Oh, that was Schneider that hit the ground out. Strike two on the changeup. Vlad thought it was ball four. And perfectly placed. I don't know why Vladdy's not chasing that changeup. I mean, I can understand the spin will lead you to being tricked and the thing went outside to the outside of the plate, coming in on him, and that's grounded foul down the third base line. We'll do it again. It's getting really weird. Vlad with the fewest strikeouts with 6+ homers in postseason history. Payoff pitch. Way downstairs on the curveball. Vladdy doesn't chase. He'll move on to, he'll go to first on the walk, on the 2-out walk. And here's Bo Bichette. Excuse me for screwing it up earlier. Snell fate leads off. He takes his set, pitches, fires a fastball too far in. Strike ball one. Bichette at first play appearance this year due to the knee injury. He had a .311 batting average when he went on the shelf. 18 homers, 94 runs batted in. The son of longtime Rocky slugger, Dante Bichette. That one's also too far in, 2-0. He actually had the highest batting average since the break at .370. 2-0 pitch. Upstairs, 3-0. Through the whole base hit in the right. Guerrero going to move over to third. Or as he was taken off, and Bichette has a 2-out single. Here's Alejandro Kirk. Snell has found himself in an early hole. First pitch, upstairs, ball one. Kirk, 3 homers, 7 RBIs, 222 batting average this postseason. Go Blue Jays. Fouls it off. We'll do it again. Upstairs, 2-1. Two one pitch. Upstairs and in, 3-1.
His name out loud. Just don't say his name, okay?
Okay. Hey, Buzz, he did say his name out loud. Uh-oh. Maybe he didn't hear us.
Scream. 3-1 pitch. That's fouled off. Care to join us? I'm gonna need more rope. Payoff pitch. I miss Freakazoid. Pop foul and going behind the plate and into the seats. Well, they've gotten Snell working early, 22 pitches. And this is what the Brewers didn't do in their series. Rip down the first base line and we'll do it again. It's foul. Yeah, given the consistency of the starting depth, traditionally the problem with the Dodgers has been good bullpen, bad starting rotation. This year it's been swapped. The problem is swapped. And that's hit to right field. It's just fouls. It hits the wall. We'll do it again. I thought that was going to drop for a base hit for a second. Kirk still waiting for a pitch to whack. Payoff pitch. Loads the bases. Ball 4 on the curveball. Varsho up next. This is the most pitches thrown in a single inning this postseason by the Dodgers. 25. Or mostly he's thrown himself. Now the Southpaw matchup. Let's see what Varsho can do here. Upstairs with a curveball this time, ball one. One 0 pitch. Takes the curveball, but gets over the plate this time, 1-1. Five career slams for Dalton. Let's even get one here. Swing and a miss. One, two. Popped up. And caught. So the Blue Jays blow a bases loaded opportunity. 2 hits, 1 hit. Renee, you got a lot to learn, kid. Just because you give someone desire and intellect does not make it paradise. There needs to be a reason for them to want to thrive for paradise. Suffering, for example. If you create a world with no suffering, it becomes stale and rigid. First pitch to Smith, upstairs, ball one. Ball 2. Two and 1. Three and 1. Ball 4. Drives. Teoscar's another Teoscar. Strike 1. 1-1. Two one or 1-2. You savage the second youngest World Series starter. Youngest, Ralph Bianca in 1947 for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Damn right, Doc. Detective. Ground ball. Second 1. Throw the first, non-time. Strike 1. In the left field, base hit. Hernandez moves to second. 1 out hit. Hit by Muncy. You're not kidding, Wit. You're not kidding. Kike Hernandez is up next. Strike 1. Ball 1. Emmon waits on deck. One on one. Wing and miss. One pitch. Line of center field, base hit. That's going to score Teoscar. Dodgers get on the board first. One out. Swing number one. One, two. Two and two. Slow chopper, third base line, going to be an infield hit. Bags loaded for Los Angeles. No. I was warming up. Asking. Strike one. Fouled off on two. Oh, no. All for 10 this year is Paez with men in scoring position. That's true. One, two. Two, two. Full count. Carousel will be in motion as your Savage is in trouble here in the second. Stubborn as you are, aren't you? Downswing, 2 down. Fastball swung and missed by Ohtani, 0-1. One. 2-1. Two is ground. 2-1 is grounded to Guerrero. He's going to run, make the stop, inning over. I don't know. So both sides have left the bases loaded, but the Dodgers brought fruit on their case. 1.5 innings complete, 1-0 Los Angeles.
Since they're not stuck paying for bad drivers' mistakes. Hang on, I love this car. Have you seen the dent? I'll send it to him. Janice, green light. Let's go. Janice, it's so fun. And the lights red. Duracell AA's are assembled in the USA. But where are our competitors? They're made around the world. You can check for yourself. Right at the shop. Those are on me. Just kidding. You gotta pay for those. Refill the M&M's. No, you don't. Gina Costa grabs his phone, checks his notifications, opens the Fidelity app. With Fidelity, it's easier than ever to invest the way you want. Get a second opinion. Set your investments automatic and buy U.S. stocks and ETFs for as little as $1. No fees or commissions. Because that's how life's best. It's easy. Talk about easier investing.
Ow. The Romans 8:28 approach. indeed. Ball, strike one to Ernie Clement. Foul off. Line in the left field. Is this going to fall for a hit? Yes. And a leadoff for Ernie. Blue Jays offense this postseason. George Springer leads all leadoff hitters with 11 hits. Vlad Guerrero Jr., 6 homers, most in the league. And Ernie Clement, a .429 batting average, and he adds to that with a leadoff bloop single on the left. Straw takes strike one. A 1 pitch from Snell. Upstairs, 1-1. It's getting hard in here. You want to come in infrared? That's foul off. 1-2. Guess not. Jimenez waits on deck. 1-2 pitch. Got him swinging. 1 down. Got him to chase a changeup. Iris Jimenez up next. First pitch is going to be in the dirt. Ball 1. For those wondering what the hell I was listening to earlier, it's an audio drama slice of life. 284 for hitters 7 through 9 for Toronto this year, this postseason. 2-0. That one's too high. There's David Popkins, the hitting coach of Toronto. 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Went after the slider. 2-1. Ooh. 2-2 is fouled off. So what's the premise behind rewritten? Two, did he go? Oh, he tipped it. Strike 3. Fans don't like it. So did this tip the bat? It did barely nick the bat. Right there. Right near the base of the barrel. It nicked it and then slid into the glove. 2 down. Springer's up next. It's a ground ball. Freeman's going to have to move it to set first. Not in time. Throw it third, but Clement got greedy and wasted an infield hit. I don't know what the hell Clement was thinking trying to take third when he would have been better just holding it second. Either way, no runs, one hit, one stranded for Toronto. 1-0 Los Angeles through 2. I mean, seriously, what the hell were you thinking there, Ernie? My question is, did Porter get injured last game out? It's the only reason I can think of as to why Mike Brown is using a 10-man rotation instead of 11. A 10-man set instead of 11 tonight. Trey Savage back to work for his third inning, but you gotta wonder how much gas he's got in the tank. He got walloped in the second inning. He'll face Mookie Betts, throws a four-seamer and misses ball 1. This is the one thing I hate about baseball, when the pitchers throw 20-plus pitches an inning and they get jammed. Strike 1. Two one. So next weekend is the beginning of what I'm hoping is Jules' epiphany that she needs God in her life. Because living on the edge with Valerie is doing her more harm than good. 3-1. She crossed the line. She made her bed. Now she's got to sleep in it, so to speak. Savage has never given up more than 5 in this postseason. And he just walked Betts. I mean, he just gave Betts a leadoff walk. I mean, I can understand Clement thought that the ball got away from Snell, but if Fouled off on 1 by Freddie. A 1 pitch, too far in, 1-1. True. First pickoff attempt throw at first. Betts is back there safely. Great. An 8-0 run build up for the Celtics, you dumbasses. 2-1. First player to hit 4 homers and hit a homer in each of the first 4 World Series games, 12 RBIs, most in World Series history. 2-1, 3-1. And it's back-to-back walks for Yasevich. And it's up break for Yasevich. He's basically in the same hole he was in Game 2 of the ALCS. Strike 1. Fisher getting warmed up. Wing and a miss, strike 2 from Willie Smith. Oh, 2 pitch. Too far outside, 1-2. Yasevich in trouble again. He hasn't gotten it out. He's down a run, and he doesn't want to add more damage to that. Ball 2. And it's a full count. Missed with the slider. That was the Yankees and Mariners put together. Ground ball through the hole, base hit. That's going to be another run. Freeman's held up in the run down between second and third. Smith goes to second, which leaves Freeman trapped to get tagged out. 1 down, but an RBI single for Will Smith, 2-0 Dodgers. And advancing to second on the rundown is Smith, 2-0 Dodgers. Maybe I have jinxed it. Either way, runner on second, 1 out, top 3, Dodgers up 2 now. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. That's fouled off. Teoscar ground into a force out and then scored the first run of the game. What? Yeah. Teoscar Hernandez in his career with the Blue Jays, 129 homers. Upstairs with the split finger, 2-1. Too high at position. Two one pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with the slider to chase. 2-2. Three and two. Ground up the middle. Scooped up by IKF. Throw to second, 2 down. Or Bichette, 2 down. Smith moves to third on the field on the ground out. Ball 1. Yeah, I ain't going to that. One pitch. Swan and missed by Muncy. 1-2. Two and two. Got him. Yusevich gets out of significant trouble, only allowing 1 run across. However, having said that, that 1 run is vital. 1 run, 1 hit, 2 walks, 1 stranded. 2-0 Dodgers through 2.5.
There's nothing like having the backing to help keep your business booming or working on fly with the largest global airport lounge network. There's nothing like closing a deal with an unforgettable dinner and starting your work trip on a high note with the largest curated global hotel program while getting exceptional service worldwide with access to over $3,500 in business and travel value annually. There's nothing like business class. Morning, guys. Morning, Jeff. Just here? I'm studying to be in the T-Mobile commercial. Keep me till then, huh?
Oh, I couldn't possibly. T-Mobile giving you iPhone 17 Pro. It's most pro iPhone yet.
Easy for those clowns to say. For better or worse.
They say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But we put it inside burritos and tacos anyway. Crispy chicken from Taco Bell, a brand new classic.
Didn't shine me on, huh? Second manager to reach the Blue Jays seat late. Second Blue Jays manager ever to get to the World Series is John Schneider. We all know the first one was Cito Gatson in 92. And he would do it again in 93. Both times, Jays won it all. 0-1 to Schneider. Upstairs, 1-1 from Snell. Two on. Two on. Swan and Mitch 2-2 at the changeup. In the dirt, full count on the change. Sure is looking good out there. Swan and Miss, strike three. Got him with the changeup again. Here comes Junior. Glad he walked his last at bat. Upstairs, ball one. One and one. Guerrero pops that one foul and behind the seat into the seats. 1-2 behind the plate. In the dirt, 2-2. Ow. Three and two. Guerrero grounds one, base hit in the left. And it's a 1-out single for Vladdy. Bichette makes a big late cut at the fastball, 0-1. Ground ball. Freeman the second over for 1 over the first, double play. The old 3-6-3 ends the inning for Toronto. So nothing gets done for the Jays. They're the way home. And it's 2-0 Toronto still. 2-0 Los Angeles still. Eesh. I was hoping the Blue Jays would provide a little more discipline at the plate. Okay, Vinny.
Exploring weight loss treatment through hills instead of fighting the forces of nature, and he's completed an online course. It's the first step to personalized treatment and prescribed science plus healthy habits. Glorious. Evolve your healthcare. Start today at hims.com. Can turning your hat inside out turn the game around? AI from Google Cloud crunched the numbers and found that 71% of the biggest comebacks came after the rally cap call, with rally teams having, on average, just a 3% chance of winning. But since the cap was gone, the rate of probable comeback this season just happened to double. Talk about turning baseball on its head. Catch the game like never before with AI from Google Cloud.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that opens up a world of possibilities. With Venture X, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. And turn all of your purchases into extraordinary trips. Plus, get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up world of possibilities with Capital One. What's in your wallet?
Buffalo Wild Wings Big Six for $19.99 is the perfect meal for two. For two humans, not whatever you are. I am a burger-loving buffalo with wings. I've never seen a naked model like you in my entire life. But that'll up. You should see my mom. Big Six meal for two for $19.99.
And we're back. Yasevich at 71 pitches through 3 innings. He's going to have to work here. Kike Hernandez, swing and a miss, strike one at the fastball. Roberts, the first manager to reach the World Series in 5 of his first 10 seasons. Interesting. I know Joe made it in 5 of his first 6 seasons, but still. Oh, and 2. 0-2 pitch to Kike. Swung and missed. Strike 3. Got him to chase the slider. 1 down. Sure is getting in there. First pitch to Edmund, ball 1. Popped up. In the seats 1-1. Flew Hardy warming up in the pen. And for as much as the Blue Jays want to get into that Dodger pen, the opposite just happened to them tonight. Popped up. 1-2. Fouled off again on the splitter. Edmonds find that split finger pitch off at least. 1-2. Swing and a miss. This time it was the slider. Strike 3. Paez lines this one deep right center field. Straws back, gets at the edge of the track. A 1-2-3 inning for Yasevich, but that might have been his last go. No runs, no hits, nobody stranded for the Dodgers. Blue Jays up next, 2-0 to Los Angeles through 3.5. This is a moment of terror. Well, the souffle look like.
Vision changes, heart racing at rest, or any mental changes. Depression or thoughts of suicide may occur. Side effects of nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea can lead to dehydration, which may cause kidney problems. Ask your prescriber about Wegovy today.
Hey, co-pilot, you see my portfolio? Help me write a bio. Absolutely. Jen is known for her dynamic blend of brutalism and vibrant colors.
Stop that co-pilot.
But keep going. Jenna's designs are a dance of structure and whimsy. Ooh, I like that.
I'm gonna go there.
That's Rio Secreto. You fly into Cancun.
You see my budget? Can I afford it?
Reevaluating hot yoga could free up funds.
This is a good idea. Hurry up, come on. I'm a baseball dad. Just because they go pro doesn't mean my kid won't. Serious ass. No pressure, kid. Just everyone's watching. Coach says it doesn't matter if you win or lose a game, but that's what losers say. Yeah, screw those hits.
The other campaign, huh? First pitch to Alejandro Kirk from Snell. Curveball, strike one. Chop foul. 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. Foul up. One, two. This one's down the right field line, but it's going to go well foul. Fouled off again. Kirk's fighting at least. So now it's 62 pitches through 3 plus. In the dirt, 2-2. Kirk line to one. Deep right field. Is this going to stay fair? Yes, and off the wall. Kirk's going to get it up. No, he's not. Teoscar catches up with it and throws it in quickly, holding Kirk to a leadoff single. First pitch to Varsho, hitting the center. That's deep to the track, to the wall. Tie game! Varsho with a dead center shot. Ties the game at 2. What a shot by Varsho to tie the game. And that has brought the Rogers Center to life as he hit it right up the batter's eye. That brings up Ernie Clement, and he pops one up to shallow center. Pies calls everyone off, makes the catch. 1 down. I served mine in bowls. First pitch to Straw. Foul to the backstop, 0-1. Foul behind the plate, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. Straw strikes one on the left center. During this time, it's Kike coming on to make the catch. 2 down. Ball 1 to Jimenez. Fouled off, 1-1. Springer waits on deck. 1-2. Slider, and it got him looking. Inning over, but not before Varsho hits a critical 2-run homer to tie the game. 2-2 through 4. We'll be back in a minute. And it looks like Mason Fluharty is going to come on the pitch for Yasevich. So Yasevich is done after 4 innings. Really don't like it that you're in your bullpen this early if you're John Schneider.
It's only made possible by Spectrum Business connecting healthcare providers of all sizes. Like hospitals relying on the Spectrum Fiber broadband network with industry-leading reliability. Practices keeping patient data safe with advanced security. Pharmacies accessing records in the cloud without fail. It's tailored connectivity solutions built for life-changing moments. It's only a hybrid. It's only better. Spectrum Business. You head to the party? I heard this one's gonna be a blowout. Ultimate blowout is here, and it's exploding with wins. Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks, like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard. It's Chevy Truck Month. Now look, qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing for 72 months on 2026 Silverado 1500 models, or 3.9% financing for 60 months on the 2026 Silverado HD. Surgery is the right decision. But with the latest and greatest, I continue to grow.
What's that?
No matter what life throws my way.
First pitch is a strike from Fluharty to Ohtani. Gets him to chase on the sweeper, 0-2. Ohtani calls timeout. One, two. One, two, takes low, 2-2. Got him looking. 2 down. 1 down. Mookie Betts up next. Trey Savage, 4 innings, 4 hits, 2 walks, 3 runs. 2 runs, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. 2-0 pitch, strike 1. Two and two. Ground ball, base hit. That was a dumb challenge by the Knicks. And base hit for Betts. He's on again. Ties him up, but he lays off. 1-0. To Freeman from Fluharty. 1-1. No. I think that one hit Freeman. Or did it fell off the bat? Top of it got the knob. Hit the knob of the bat, 1-2. Freeman fouls that one off, 1-2 again. We'll do it again. I mean, we all know what Freeman can do if that ball goes over the middle of the plate. Game 1 of last year's World Series being the case against the Yankees, being massive case in point. Toronto's got to pitch it away from him here. And my neck is effing killing me, for better or worse. Sad thing, my chiropractor is gone for an extra week. 1-2 pitch, foul off again. Ow, there's the pop. Fell off again. Kind of surprised Freeman didn't sign up with Toronto. One-two pitch. High fly ball hit deep to right feet to the center, but it's playable for Varsho. He'll make the catch, and Betts has to retreat. 2 down. Good thing Frey only got it off the end of the bat.
When my hair started to thin, I wasn't feeling so confident.
I stopped hanging out with the guy because I didn't want to hear what I was great.
I started taking Nutrafol because I had seen that it worked with my friend.
Nutrafol really takes the time to do the research, to do the clinical studies, and I really respect how it works from the inside out. Nutrafol was able to bring my hair back to life, and it keeps getting thicker and fuller. Good to dish that.
Start your hair growth journey at Nutrafol.com.
Compliments of the chef. Oh, he was so bad that he had emergency roadside service with Geico. And since they saved his bacon, he presents to you a bacon tart flambé. Mate, look, I don't need to make a treatment. I'm just happy that he's happy. You're too humble to see Geico, which is why we also present to you. And I don't need special treatment. Run-of-the-mill blue cheese. Oh, now we're talking. Yeah. Okay.
Get more savings and service. Get more with Geico.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Office of the Commissioner of Baseball, may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the account descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without express written consent.
Tomorrow it's UCLA against Indiana on Big Noon Saturday on Fox. And tomorrow for Fox NFL, and now Sir Anthony Dominguez will come on. Interesting that Schneider's going to go to the bullpen again. But let's see if this gamble pays off. First pitch to Smith is popped up, right, fly ball to right, straw underneath, and that ends the inning. So we're halfway home, tied at 2 in Game 1 of the World Series. Dodgers 2, Blue Jays 2. 2 runs on 5 hits for the Dodgers, 2 runs on 6 hits for Toronto.
Since 1876. When you've been around that long, you can spot
But if A gets killed off, there's no way to break omnipotence. The jutsu will only wear off if she deactivates it of her own volition. How do you do it? I doubt Jose would know since he doesn't follow the Boruto manga. I mean, the Two Blue Vortex manga. So how's Boruto going to get out of this? Not just to get his life back, but also to get his parents out of that void. And then there's the issue with his sister. There's Parhale Williams, Vladimir Guerrero Sr., whose father was inducted. And there's Drake and other Canadian celebrities here tonight at the Rogers Center. First pitch to Springer, and he takes ball one. One from Snell. Springer lines one in the right, in the left field. That's going to be played on a hop by one out of Schneider. 1-1. One pitch to Clement. I mean, Schneider is low, 2-1. At the very least, in just one game, the Blue Jays did what the Brewers couldn't do in 4, and that's get a run. More than one damn run. Two one. On the way. Caught the outside corner on the curve, 2-2. 2-2 is fouled out of the glove, so Schneider stays alive. We'll do it again. Question is, do you send Springer when it gets to a full count? I honestly wouldn't. Two, grounder to third, 5-4, 3 double play. That's a key out, and that's a key double play pull from Edmund to Muncy to Freddie. Because now, even if Vladdy hits it over the fence, that's only 1 run of damage coughed up. See if Vladdy can get on for a third time. First pitch. Swing and a miss. He went after the slider, 0-1. This time he takes the fastball up and in, 0-2. Up and over, 0-2. Grounder to second. Muncy will scoop it up and get the out. So 1 hit wasted. Tied at 2 going into the 6th. There we go. Come on, Knicks. Boom, baby. Honestly, I don't understand why the NBA is doing Friday night games on Amazon. Keep in mind, I'm not keeping I'm not the one for wicked for good. I never saw the first Wicked movie, but I heard it was good. Granted, I'm more familiar with Wicked as a stage musical, just as a heads up. Granted, I never saw the stage musical either. I mean, I haven't seen a film since the Super Mario Brothers movie back in 2023 in theaters. I just want to. Maybe I could have purchased that to save Snoopy and Midnight. I don't know. Would have been a lot pricey, but they would have had a healthier lifestyle. Then again, I don't know. Starting Edge, Let's look at the edges. Starting rotation, Dodgers. Offense, Blue Jays. Power, Dodgers. Defense, Blue Jays. Bullpen, Blue Jays. Varland warming up in the pen. Dominguez, first pitch to Teoscar, and he fouls it off. 0-1. Fielder's choice, ground out, and a run. One. 2-1. Two and two. Gotta be the back issues for Josh. 2-2 pitch to Teoscar. Got him looking. Strike three, one down. Coming off the seventh. Here are the last four times it's happened. Oakland swept in the league championship, got beat by the Dodgers in 5, who went 7 against the Mets. 2088. 2006, Tigers swept the Yankees. Cardinals went 7 against the Mets. Cardinals won it all. A year later, Rockies swept the Cardinals, and the Red Sox went 7 with the Indians, and the Red Sox swept the Rockies. 2-0. That's low and away. Muncy pops it up. Clement coming on the foul side of the third base line. He'll make the catch. 2 down. Here's Kike Hernandez. No relation to Teoscar, of course. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The Knicks to start the year against the teams that they went 0-10 against are 2-0. One pitch to Kike. Swing and a miss at the high cheese. 1-2. Got him! And Dominguez gets out with on a no damage run. 5.5 innings complete. We are tied at 2. Going into the bottom of the 6th.
We've got this. Believe me, when it comes to investing, you'll love Carl's Way. Take a lift your place, but there's Carl's Way is the best way.
Somehow Jay going heel was expected. She doesn't do well as a babyface, in my view. In hindsight, you knew that Jade would do this sooner or later.
This is Judy and Pedro. They just bought their first home and are learning a lot. Thanks to Google, Pedro knows more than he wanted to about gravel. And Judy wouldn't call herself a plumber, but she dabbles.
Wait, how do these things work together? Honey, I did it!
So far, they've learned one thing about homeownership, is that there's a lot to learn. Good thing you can just ask Google. Want to see a magic trick?
Prepare to be amazed.
Now you see me, now you don't.
Are you in or are you out? I'm talking about a trick that is bigger and better than anything you've ever seen. This is gonna be fun.
Now you see me, now you don't. Repeat it.
Well, Bichette takes ball one. Duo, blowing away 2-1. You know. Strike one. Prior making a call to the bullpen. Snell is nearing 90 pitches. That's fouled off. And I couldn't see who that was warming up in the LA bullpen. Payoff to Bichette. Upstairs, ball 4, leadoff walk. And look at these hits by the Blue Jays. Snell has given up a lot. 5 on the changeup, 1 each on the curveball and the 4-seam. But the key, he was the 4-seamer that Varsho smacked. And speak of the devil, here he comes. And Bichette's going to be replaced. Pinch running for him, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Interesting. IKF, as far as I know, has never been much of a base runner. Alejandro Kirk up next for the Blue Jays. Up next for Toronto. Bounces one up the whole base hit. IKF took off on the pitch, but he'll hit the brakes. Runners on first and second. Nobody out for Toronto. And that's 8 hits given up by Blake Snell. And it's just the point where if you're Davey Roberts, you give him the hook prior to going out there to try to calm him down. 91 pitches for Snell. This has been a nasty knock on a ball club that has been prominent for a ball club that has been hell bent on ensuring their starting rotation goes deep into the game instead of getting yanked as early to where they don't have to risk running a bullpen gauntlet. Ironic when you consider last year running bullpen gauntlets was what led the Dodgers to the land of milk. Every other game is what led the Dodgers to the land of milk and honey. And they won it all last year. This year, it's been the opposite approach. Be over-reliant on the starting core. Varsho put a dent into that with a 2-run homer in the 4th that tied it. Now he has a chance to put Toronto in front. First pitch. In the dirt. Ball 1. Blue Jays in this postseason. 366 batting average. 6 homers. 26 RBIs. 416 on base with runners in scoring position. 2-0. As the 4-seamer goes too high. Fouled in and out of the glove into the backstop. 2-1. Clement waits on deck. If you're the Blue Jays, you cannot afford a double play ball here. Swing and a miss by Varsho on the slider. 2-2. That's fouled off. We'll do it again. Didn't know Gary Varsho was 2-2 in the dirt. Full count. Let's see. Gary Varsho. Who did he play for? Little chopper foul. We'll do it again. Carousel in motion. Carousel in motion. Payoff pitch. Driven to right, but it's going to hook foul. Payoff on the way again. And I think that one hit him. They're saying ball 4. I could have sworn that one hit him, but either way, that's going to load the bags with nobody out. Oh, that one hit him. Got him in the shoulder. That's not a walk. That's an HBP. And the Dodgers are forced to go to the pen, something they weren't really forced to do against Milwaukee, something they seldom did with Philadelphia, and something they didn't really do, and something they never did again. They didn't really do against Cincinnati either. This, if like I said, like both Urinating Tree and Urinating Tree said in his haters guide, the biggest Achilles heel of this Dodger team going into this series is its bullpen depth, or rather its lack of it. And the Blue Jays now have a chance to exploit that, as Emmett Sheehan isn't getting ready to come on to pitch for the Dodgers. And he's got a massive hole to dig himself out of. Bases loaded, nobody out, 1 hit, 1 walk, and a plunked batter to compensate and to prevent from getting over the plate. Clement at first, Kirk at second. IKF replacing replacing Varshow at third. Clement at second. And Bichette at first. Bichette, IKF for Bichette at third. Kalefa, Kirk at second. And Varshow at first. Clement coming up. Sunday on Fox. Dart leads the Giants into Philly to battle Saquon and the Eagles. Or it'll be San Francisco against Houston. I got Bills-Panthers. I got the Bills versus the Panthers, unfortunately, in my case. National coverage went to Giants versus... Majority coverage went to Giants versus Eagles this week. Much to my personal dismay. Because I want to watch the damn game. First pitch. Grounder foul by Ernie. But because of where I live, I can't. If I was in Pennsylvania and Blue Mountain this weekend, I wouldn't be able to do this game because of church, or tomorrow night's game for that matter, and the service. And by the time the Sunday service is over, I couldn't watch or call the Giant Eagle game anyway. Clement lines one to center, base hit. That's going to bring home 2. Station to station, the Blue Jays take the lead 3-2. And this is what Toronto need to do. Get into that bullpen. Nathan Lukes will replace Straw. Rod a pinch hit. Me as a pinch hitter. This is why you never count Toronto out, especially at home. They've gotten into the Dodgers' weak spot, the pen. In the first 3 games, Blake Snell gave up 6 hits and 2 runs over 21 innings. Tonight, 5 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs. The run that scored charged to him. And there's still 2 more men on the base paths that would be charged to him before his stat line closes. Kirk at third. Varsho at second. Clement at first. Luke's at the plate. First pitch. Swing and a miss at a slider. 0-1. Swing and a miss, this time at the fastball, 0-2. Fouled off. Lucas takes one upstairs, ball one. In the dirt, near the feet, 2-2, and Sheehan is in trouble. This crowd at Rogers Center is getting raucous. 2-2 pitch is fouled off. Sure is getting risky out there, folks. Outside, full count. Carousel in motion again. And the carousel will be in motion. The ducks are on the pond. Everyone ready to move. Move on this pitch. What's it going to be? Payoff to Luke's. And he pops it up, and it's going to go out of play. Muncie had no chance at that. Game 2 tomorrow night. First pitch at 8. Same location. Yamamoto for the Dodgers tomorrow, and I don't know who they said. And for the Blue Jays. Here's the payoff. Ball 4. Kirk will come in 4-2 Toronto. 4-2 Toronto. And this is not what Dave Roberts wanted to see. The Blue Jays exploiting the Dodgers' biggest weakness. No bullpen depth. Fouled off by Jimenez, 0-1. Jimenez fouls that one off, 0-2. That's another run charge to Snell, as that was as Kirk was Snell's responsibility, not Sheehan's. Upstairs, ball 1. Base hit in the right field. That's going to bring home Komet. And the stat line on Blake Snell is closed. He gives up 5 runs. Not in the Blue Jays' house, Buster. Here comes Mr. Postseason. Third all-time in homers with 23. Was the 2017 MVP with the Dodgers. Clinched the game winner against Seattle this year. So again, you could say that the 2017 title, MVP has been tainted because of the trash can scandal. Springer singled twice tonight. Ground ball. Throw to the plate. Betts had difficulty getting out of his glove, but he will get the force at the plate. One down. It's going to be Addison Barger who's going to pinch hit. Hit for Dave Schneider. And Roberts is going to get the hook for Sheehan. It's going to be Anthony Bonda who's going to come out to pitch. Ow. Ball one. Bonda this year in 61 appearances, a 5-1 record. Or in 65 innings pitched. Fouled off. Two and one. Driven to right field. And that's a salami for Barger. This game's been blown open. 9-2 Toronto. Breaking ball just blasted. Fans knew it as soon as that left the bat. It was gone. Into the right center field bleachers. First Grand Slam in franchise history for Toronto. And here's Vladdy Jr. First pitch, it's a little blooper towards center field. Pages has to play that on a hop. Base hit. Strike one of IKF. IKF was more of a utility player anyway. 1-1. And a complete bat around has led to the Dodgers pitching core just getting blown to bits in this game. 7-run advantage now for Toronto. And that's driven to the left, but it's playable. Hernandez under it. 2 down. Having said that, Toronto's only got 9 more outs to get an advantage. Has 9 outs left before they can get an upper hand. Kirk up next. At this point, Los Angeles down 7. They're basically the cornered mouse having to attack a cat. Going after the cat. Ball 1. Ball 1. And when I mean the cornered mouse attacking the cat, I mean the cornered mouse attacking the cat. And Kirk whacks one. Deep left center. Going back. And that one is gone! Alejandro Kirk just smashed that one. It is now 11-2 Toronto. He didn't even get to put the jacket on completely before going into the dugout. Yeah, that thing's too small on him. Strike one to Clement, the VAR show, who got the Blue Jays on the board by tying in the 4th. The Dodger bullpen just looks pathetic. Pop up, shallow left. And this is a nightmare inning. And this nightmare of an inning ends at last for Los Angeles. 7th inning coming up with only 9 outs left to play with and down by 9 runs. The Dodgers are on the back foot. Blue Jays 11, Dodgers 2. Nine runs, 6 hits. I think 6. Let's check. Let's see. How many hits did the Blue Jays get in this? I know they got 9 runs. Let's see. 9 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits, 2 walks, 1 hit batter, and they leave the bags empty. 11 unanswered runs by Toronto since the end of the 3rd inning. And even if the Blue Jays lose this game, they'll do something the Yankees couldn't do. Force it to 5 right off the bat. Brain Fisher will come in to pitch the 7th. Lukes will play left field. IKF in second. Me at second. Barger in right. So triple sub out. Ow. For the Blue Jays going into the 7th. I mean, for Toronto going into the 7th. Against Milwaukee, 4 runs, 14 hits, and held to 1 for 16 runners in scoring position situations were the Brewers. Tonight, the Blue Jays, 11 runs on 13 hits, 3 for 8 in those situations. Edman takes ball 1, misses upstairs ball 2 to Fisher. And a 4-pitch walk. Strike 1 to Paez. Oh, that's Jay. That's not Buck. Never mind. One-two pitch. 2-2. Not easy for Toronto. Come looking. One down. Down the slider. Make one. One to Ohtani. Ohtani takes the 1-1. And he just stares at 1-2. One, two. Foul. In the air, right field, to the track, to the wall. Sayonara! Shohei Ohtani gets the Dodgers back in with a 1-out, 2-run bomb. And it is now 11-4 Toronto. Straight down the right field line, and sayonara. That takes strike one. One-two pitch. Let's go. Yes, he did. Strike three. Two down. Two down. 7 to go for Toronto. And he takes strike one. Oh, and 2. Fouled off. Ball 1. Didn't go. Freeman flies one to right center. Barger under it. Inning over. But not before Ohtani at least cuts the deficit by 2. Time to stretch at Rogers Center. 11-4 Blue Jays. Eventually, they're homes.
Why exactly did he? I'm starting to believe the T-Mobile commercial. Keep it so bad.
Oh, I couldn't possibly. At T-Mobile, you get iPhone 17 Pro, Apple, and most more iPhone yet.
Meh.
Okay. You can save up to 20% for some of the other big guys. And save. T-Mobile iPhone 17 Pro save up to 20%. Check them out. Simulcast is sponsored by T-Mobile. The best network in America. Progressive. Progressive is helping Americans drive their lives forward with its ease to buy your
Strike 1. And it's Warleski who now comes. Justin Warleski who now comes on to pitch for the Dodgers. This is his postseason debut. Facing Henry Clement, Swan and miss, 0-2. 7 multi-hit postseason games for Ernie. This one's popped foul, 0-2. Fly ball, center field. Pies back pedals towards the track, makes the catch just before he hits, 10 feet, few feet, 7 to 10 feet ahead in front of the track. 26% chance of 9 or more for 9 players to record a hit for the Blue Jays. So far, 8 of them have done it. First 15 times they've done it this year, the most in the majors. That's fouled off. Springer with 2, Barger with a hit, Guerrero with a hit with 2 hits, Bichette with a hit, Kirk with 3, ground ball, shot to Muncy over the first, 2 down. Clement with 2, Jimenez with 1, Varsho with 1. Ball 1. Two and out. I mean, this is probably the one reason if you were the Dodgers, you wanted the Mariners to win. So you get home field advantage to the World Series. Ball 3. Unfortunately, because Toronto won, you don't get that luxury. Three and one. On to Jimenez. It's popped foul. Let's flash back to 1963 Game 1, Yankees-Dodgers. The only time the Dodgers have gotten a road win to open a World Series. That's fouled off. We'll do it again. That's fouled off. Ground ball. Edman will scoop it up. Fire it to Freeman in the over. Dodgers only have 6 outs left to play with here in Game 1, and they're down by 7. Chris Bassett now comes on. First pitch, strike one. 31 starts, 11-9 record, just under 4 ERA. But he blew his back out at one point near the end of the year. Fouled off, 0-2, who by Smith. Too high, 1-2. One, two is chopped to Guerrero. He'll scoop it up himself. Step on the bag. One down. One down, 5 to go. And for the Blue Jays, they're looking for their third. And for those wondering who has the second most titles in the World Series championships in the big league in Major League Baseball, that's St. Louis with 11. Strike one to Teoscar. Swing it. Miss, 0-2. Yeah, that was back in the 96 World Series when the Yankees did that. One, two. And of course, before the Yankees, it was the 86 Mets that did it. Those wondering when the Yankees did what they mentioned, it was in 96 in the World Series. 1-2. Popped up. Kirk's not going to have a play on this. 1-2. We'll do it again. Two and two. Full count. Oh, it'll be Gosman going to the mound tomorrow for Toronto. Okay. Walked him. It'll be Yamamoto against Gosman. A fairly even matchup, at least on paper, unless you look at the walk to strikeout late ratio, which favors Yamamoto. Strike one to Muncy. Way upstairs, 1-1 one on the split finger from Bassett. This was one of the best teams at home in baseball this year. 54 winning 2 out of every 3 did the Blue Jays. 1-2. So as that pitch gets in at the knees. '85 East champs, '89 East champs, '91 East champs, '92 and '93 World champs. 2015 East Division champs, 2016 wild card. That's fouled off. 2022 wild card, 2023 wild card, and right now 2024 AL champs. And those are the banners for the Blue Jays. 2025 AL champs for the Blue Jays. One to the Muncie. Curveball just missed. 2-2. Varland warming up in the pen. This may be Bassett's last batter. Gun swing on the curveball. 2 down. And now the Dodgers are down to their last 4 outs of the game. Let's go back to Game 6 of the World Series. Otis Nick of 92. Otis Nixon trying to bunt over. And Joe Carter making the final out. And a year later, he touched them all. Here's Kike. And he takes a heater, a sinker, strike 1. On 1. Let's chop foul 1 and 2. Got him! Inning over. So Bassett works around a 1-out walk, strikes out the side. 11-4 Toronto going into the bottom of the 8th. Will Klein coming out now. First career postseason appearance for him. I guess Davey Roberts just wants to get these kids their appearances. 1-1 to Springer pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase a sweeper outside. 1-2. One-two pitch. Springer hits this one to center. It's not deep. Pa is chasing, calling him off in left center. I mean, Kike calls off Pa has in shallow left center and makes a catch. And there is Cito Gatson, the man who led the Blue Jays to their only 2 World Series, throwing out the ceremonial first pitch earlier today. 2-93. The manager of the world champs in 92-93. Part of the Blue Jay Ring of Honor. Addison Barger up next. Strike one. Ground ball through the hole. Base hit in the left center. We got 1-out single for Barger. Strike one. One of Vladdy. Walked 2 singles and he scored a run to Junior back in the salami. Let's see what he does here. 0-2 pitch from Klein. 0-1 pitch from Klein. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Ball one. One two Vladdy. That's hit to left to right center, but it's playable. Got under that one. Pajes makes the catch, and Barger's forced a retreat. 2 down. It brings up IKF. That's a foul by IKF down the right field line on 1. Foul behind the plate, 0-2. How many homers does Ohtani have this year? There's 6. Little blooper in the left center, and again, it's caught. I'm on and made, and a catch made by caught by Kike, inning over. But now the Dodgers are down to their final 3 outs to play with. Down 11-4. Can they mount the comeback? It's going to be a stacked deck, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do so. Ohtani got his first ever World Series homer, but even that might not be enough. And Eric Lauer will come on to replace Bassett to pitch the 9th. Tommy Edman will lead off. He'll be followed by Pages. And you'll have Shohei in the foxhole. And Shohei in the foxhole. First pitch is popped up behind the plate. Kirk should have some room, and he does on the backstop, 1 down. Here's Pages. Strike 1. 1-1. Two one. That's driven to right. Berger's under it, makes the catch. 2 down. And the Blue Jays are just 1 out away from going up, from drawing first blood. Bluebirds come down to Toronto for their. That one's foul. Swung and a miss. Strike 1. Yeah, Toronto felt slighted last year when Ohtani chose to go to the Dodgers. 0-1 is outside. 1-1 on the slider. We don't need him chant breaking out Toronto. And with the way this game is played out, they're right. 2-1. And the crowd chanting, we don't need him in Rogers Center breaking out. And again, like I said, with the way this game is played out, they might be right. 2-1 pitch. In the dirt, 3-1. One pitch. Walked him. Better get game 2 set up. And here comes Mookie. Strike 1. Pickoff throw doesn't get Ohtani. Did he get him? Let's see. I think he got him. We're going to have a review. Before the 2013 World Series was the last one to end on a pickoff throw. Fans don't like the call, but call's going to stand. Ohtani is safe. One. Betts pops this one up, and it's going to go foul, 1-2. The Dodgers down to their final strike. Two and two. That's fouled off. We'll do it again. Two pitch. Popped up and out of play again. Two pitch. Got him swinging, and the Blue Jays jump on the board, get the win, and take and get the upper hand in the series. The opening and draw the opening blow in the series. Final score: Toronto 11, Los Angeles Dodgers 4. Team that has swept the LCS the last 6 times and lost game 1. The sweep team has lost each of the last 5 World Series. Sir Anthony Dominguez will get the win. Loss goes to Blake Snell. 11 runs on 14 hits for the Blue Jays. 4 runs on 6 hits for the Dodgers. Talk about a nasty knock for Los Angeles. That's it for tonight's episode. Tonight's live react on Mets 2128. We'll be back tomorrow night for I'll be back tomorrow night for game 2 of the World Series. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe, as well as follow me on social media. Goodbye and good fucking night. I gotta go to sleep. Bang.